Ooh, prynawn da.
O, prynhawn da. Shwmai. Go on, Dom, you want to say
Da
something?
iawn, diolch. I ti?
There we go.
Y ti?
Da iawn, diolch yn fawr. Happy Saints.
Dydd Gwyl Dewi Sant for Saturday, by the way.
Yes. Happy St. David's Day, guys. Dydd Gwyl Dewi Sant, hapus I chi gyd. Yes. So it's a bit funny having it on the 3rd. It does feel a little bit like wearing a Santa hat on New Year's Day. But, you know, we can't miss it.
Faux pas.
It's
Faux pas.
It's too important to miss St. David's Day. So
I tell you what, though, people are turning out in force. Look at that. Incredible number of schools on. All for Devi Sant.
Let us know what you're doing today. Let us know what you're having for lunch. I bet you there's cowl. Bet you there's cowl for lunch today in every school.
Ooh, delicious.
Love a bit of cowl. So let us know what you're having for lunch today and what you're doing to celebrate St. David's Day, other than coming along to this wonderful live lesson. So just a reminder,
is cowl a tasty and hearty meat and vegetable broth?
Yes. Yeah. Which is quite interesting, right? Because it's got a different name up in North Wales, right? Up in North Wales, it's called lobscouse, and I think that's got a link with the word scouse.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
the Scouts has made it happen.
Yeah, lobscouse. So, but down here we call it cowl. Yeah. So
right. Well, I'm a North Walian at heart. You know, my dad's a Prestatyn boy.
Yes. So you could say lobscouse. There we go.
Lobscouse.
Yeah. And then Welsh cakes. You must love a Welsh cake, don't you? You gotta love
it. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Come on, let's do a few shout outs while we get going.
Go on then. Get your shout outs in. Hello, hi again. Thank you, Mr. Roger Burns.
That's Queensferry. Queensferry are going to be, they're getting a pizza party in like, I don't remember what we said now.
Yeah.
It's very soon.
Dydd Gwyl Dewi hapus I chi, Mr. Roger Burns. Westwood, Ysgol Westwood, blwyddyn 4
Westwood.
All right, cool. Who else we got? Prawn ar dosbarth Tegid, Ysgol Saltney Ferry. Diolch yn fawr I chi. Croeso, welcome to you. And we've also got dosbarth Pimp Ysgol Pen-y-Bryn, Colwyn Bay. Oh, welcome,
they're
guys.
Always with it. Dosbarth are always with us.
Yes.
They're never not.
And then Llisweri Primary School.
Third session. Do you know what's that? I can smell pizza. We'll get a cow pizza.
Yeah, and if everybody's wondering what we're talking about with pizza, we will be letting you know now when we change the screen over. We'll tell you about that. And then the last one for now, we got Dosbarth Brown in Cwm Lai Primary School in the Rhondda. Welcome to you. Croeso, ffrindiau. Rhondda. Right. Oh, we got one more just popped up. May as well have it. Come on, let's go.
Go on, then.
We got Year 6 Grangetown Primary School here. Very excited. Well, Mr. Davis, thank you very much. My best friend lives in Grangetown, you know. He lives on Pentrabane Street. So go and be noisy.
Don't say that.
Go and be noisy there at school today, guys.
We'll be down there with an empty bowl looking for some cow. One more, come on.
Oh, come on, and Bryn Mill in Swansea. Oh, thank you very much. Welcome to you. And St. Chad's Primary School, Hanmer, year 1 to 6. Wowzers!
1 to 6. Woo!
Wowzers! Right. Okay, right. Come on. Let's go.
Would be loving that.
Now then.
Right, what's this film festival stuff? Tell us about it quickly.
Yeah, so the film festival, we've been telling you about this for a while. If you're interested in coming along to that, just go to bit.ly/filmfest25. You've got loads of stuff there to help you to get started. The theme for this year's competition is Cynefin for schools in Wales, or Habitat. It just means the same thing. And the submission form is now open. You've got just over 2 weeks left to get your entries in. You don't need to make anything amazing. You don't even need to get a camera out. You could make your film for the film fest just using stock video clips built into Express and some voiceovers. So loads of ideas on that website. Go along. You've got 2 weeks left to get your Cynefin films in for the Film Fest 25. Right. Okay. Let's have a quick shout over the rules, Dom.
Yes. Yeah, of course I have. One step ahead. Pause this if you want. That's rule number 1. If it gets too quick, that's fine. We'll be taking it nice and steady, going back and forth between myself and Mr. Jones. But if it ever gets a little bit far ahead, just give it a pause, catch up, and then press play again. Number 2, claim your certificate, Mr. Jones.
Well, no then. At about 4 p.m. this afternoon, Dom will be emailing all the schools that are registered with certificates and information about the pizza parties. So, and do you know what? I said this morning, and actually about 4 schools registered during the lesson, so it's worth doing it. Oh. If you're not registered and you've just jumped on the live call, tut, and get registered now, because then you'll get the follow-up email at 4 o'clock with the certificates for everyone who's taken part, whether you've done one challenge or both, doesn't matter. There's a certificate for everyone, and also information about the Express School challenges and pizza parties, which Dom's going to tell us about right now.
Yes, exactly. If you get at least 3 year groups in your school or 100 pupils, whichever is smaller or greater or whatever you want to do, then you can send your evidence in for your Express School challenge. And every time you complete the challenge, you will get swag. Swag sent to your school. I've just ordered a massive truckload of new swag. So there's actually new stuff in there, which is great. And if you do that 3 times, as you get your pizza party, a little bit like Mr. Roger Burns over in Queensferry, who's going to be doing his very soon. So amazing. Yes. Anyway, challenge page, show us.
Here it is. Right, guys. So to get to the challenge page today, you just need to go along to the URL, the screen right now, bit.ly/St. David, so ST David 25, okay? Or, of course, if you have got a device that can scan a QR code, then you could just scan that QR code that's on the screen there right now. Excellent tip. There's more information here as well if you want on the Express School Challenge. Teachers, you can go to the bottom of this challenge page, and there's some more information and the form to submit your evidence. We've had one more shout out come in. Dydd Gwyl Dewi Hapus from Ysgol Penaffordd, Pimp a Chwech, so year 5 and 6 from Ysgol Penaffordd. Thank you very much for your message there. Right, now then, let's have a look at what we're doing today. Now then, this is going to be awesome. You're going to love this.
Smorgasbord.
You're going to love this. Okay, so challenge 1, we're going to be doing a St. David story video. Okay, so we are just going to build 1 scene today, okay? Maybe 2, depends how much time we got, but it's probably going to be 1. So you can then, if you want to fill that up with more information, then you could make a scene for all of these kind of 5 main points in St. David's life. But we're going to be working on this one here, the miracle at Llanddewi Brefi. Okay?
Llanddewi Brefi.
Llanddewi Brefi, yes.
Llanddewi Brefi.
Now, St. David went to a meeting, a really important meeting in Llanddewi Brefi, and everyone was arguing about, well, I'm not going to bore you with the details. It was the Pelagism something. Somebody said something that the Bible should. Yeah, I don't know about it. Anyway, so it was like this. It was all of the monks and priests all kind of went to meet in this place.
Oh, those guys are always fighting.
Yeah, they all went there to have a big chat about something. And David was speaking, but nobody could hear him because there was so much noise going on. So he performed a miracle, which basically made the ground rise up under his feet, so that he was standing on a hill, and then all of a sudden everybody could hear him.
Well, that's a bit self-important, isn't it?
It is a bit. Yeah, it is a bit. and there's somebody, not me, a Welsh historian wrote, which was quite a good point. If there's one thing that part of Wales didn't need any more of, it's hills. But there we are. So the hill that he rose up under his feet is still there in Llanddewi Brefi, and there's a church built on it now because he probably will do that. Yeah, so we are gonna recreate that as an animation. It's gonna be tons of fun. Okay,
let's get cracking straight away, I reckon.
Come on, then, let's go. So I'm on the iPad, so I'll go first, and then we'll be jumping over to the browser, and Dom's going to be on the browser. But it's pretty much exactly the same, so you can just get started straight away following my screen, whatever device you've got, and then you'll have a bit of extra time when we pop over to Dom's screen. Right, okay, let's jump over to Adobe Express. So I've got that on a different app on the iPad. If you're on a browser like Dom, then you've probably got the challenge page and Express open on different tabs in the same window. Right. So I want a square canvas for my animation. So to start a square project, we are going to go to the blue dot, the plus in the dot. So top left-hand corner, up there next to Dom's head, you've got that big blue dot with a plus in it. So let's tap on that. And then I'm going to choose square. You can see it right in the middle of that window. It says square. So I'm going to tap on square. Right. Okay. Now then. The first thing I want is I want to name my file.
Well done.
Now then, so I'm going to do St. David's Story. St. David's Story. Okay, and the idea is that maybe you can add as many scenes as you want in after today's session, or you can just leave it as the story of the miracle of Canada Brevi. It's up to you. Right, so once you've done that, what I want to do first now is I want a sky image. Now, I don't want to pin this to the background. Okay?
Oh, that sounds like an important point you're making there.
Oh, actually, do you know what? I do. Yeah, I do. I do want to pin. Sorry, I do. Yeah, no, I do. It's fine. I just remember that I simplified it a bit. Yeah, yeah, I do. We're going to pin to the background. So we can do that really easily by going to Elements on the left-hand side. And then I'm going to go to Backgrounds at the top. And I'm just going to search in here for the word sky. So we're going for this kind of scrapbook animation kind of style for this. Okay, so I'm going to try and avoid photographs if I can. But saying that, it kind of mixing styles can work as well.
Mixed media.
Yeah, that can work as well. But I'm going to try and go for maybe something. I mean, that's quite a cool one.
That is cool.
Yeah, that is a cool one. So yeah, I'm going to go with that. So let's jump over to the browser. Let's have a look at Dom, who hasn't shared his screen yet, you know.
Yeah, I know. Just hang on a second there. Can you believe it? Let's go. Let's go here. Can you see me? Yes, you can. Okay, easy peasy. Right. So all the best people go to the top left here and click this little plus. And then we're going to go for a square. And now we're going to rename our project. Get rid of all of this. Come on, get out of my way. And then I'll call it Dewi Video. Or maybe I'll call it Dewi Sands and be a bit more respectful. Dewi Sands Video.
All right, don't worry about it. Fine.
Well, you know, I don't know. You know, you might speak to me in my dreams. I'm having a lot of crazy dreams at the moment.
You're one of the 1,202 people in Lewisham who class themselves as Welsh, aren't you, Dom?
Yes, you're absolutely right. Well, and then we'll go to Elements on the left-hand side. You can see it there, and then you can click Background at the top. And here we're going to go for Sky, and we're looking for. I mean, this ain't bad either.
That's cool. Yeah,
that is a cool one. I think I like that. I mean, it looks. Does it look biblical? Yes, it does.
Does.
Oh, do you know what? That one's nice. I like that one. He's got the sun, and
yeah,
he's a bit of a legend.
Yeah.
So, and also what I'll do is I'll just click it, and then I'll go to. Do you know what? This confuses me sometimes in here now. Position, no. Adjust, no.
What do you want?
Reframe, yeah. So it's all changed around, isn't it? If you click the little sliders in the middle of set background, reframe image. I want that sun to be pretty.
Oh, cool. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, I just want it to be there. So there we go. Hey, I'm all caught up.
Brilliant. Right.
Yeah.
Let's get back over to the iPad.
Here just a little year 3. Iskol Estin. Hope saying hello.
Lovely. Oh, and I forgot to mention, because I'm causing a problem for myself here rather than Dom for once. If you do want to reply to my email, where I sent you the links this morning, you are welcome to, because some people can't put comments.
You must. In fact, if you need a shout out from now on, you must email Meredith and just keep emailing until he remembers.
Yeah. So if you want to reply to that email that I sent the links on, teachers, then we can get your names up on screen. Right. Okay. Next step. Now then, let's get Dewi Sant. Okay. Let's get the man. Actually, no, let's get his hill first. Sorry, let's get his hill first. So I'm going to go to Elements and let's go to Design Assets this time. So we're still in Elements, but not on Backgrounds, we're in Design Assets. And I'm not going to search for Sky because I've already got a Sky. I'm going to search for Hill, Hill. All right. And there's a few here. Now, you don't want something that's got a sky or clouds or a background. We want just kind of a cutout hill. So I think those first two would be fine. The one underneath, no good. The green one, the big bumpy green one, I think I'm going to use that one. That looks great. That's fine. The orange one would be fine. The blue hills. So you know what I mean? You just want the hill, not the rest of it. Okay, so
Look the way you're giving approval to different design assets.
Yes, well, here we are, Right, so, and now I'm going to just...
Anything else? Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Right, so I'm just going to fill that. There we go. Okay. Fill my screen with my hill. Shall I do one more step, or do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'll do one more step.
Okay, fine. So
it's
now
intriguing.
we want St. David on top of the hill preaching. Okay. So we're going to use AI for this. So let's go to media on the left-hand side. Okay. We can generate this. So I'm going to go to media on the left-hand side, photos at the top. And now then you see that gray button that says generate image. You tap on that gray button and here we go. Right. Do you want it to be square, landscape, portrait? So I want him to be kind of full length. So let's go for portrait. Okay. So let's describe what we want in here. So it's going to be a cartoon, first of all. So cartoon, full stop. Okay. And then full length. Oh, let's spell that correctly. Full length. There we go. Okay. So that's important because we don't want just a kind of heads and shoulders. We need to see head to toe. Right. So how would we describe St. David? Well, he is a
legend
male monk. Okay. Medieval male monk.
Alliteration for you there.
Yes. Medieval male monk. And then why not just say preaching? Okay, I think that's probably going to get me what I want. So let's hit generate at the bottom there, the blue button, generate.
This is exciting.
Yeah, so I've tried this a lot, before because I always prepare my lessons thoroughly. And yeah, if you didn't put full length in, you tended to get head and shoulder shots. So full length is important there. If I just put medieval monk, sometimes you'd get a mixture of male and female.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's perfect. And that is just amazing. Right. So I'm going to go with this one here, I think.
Yeah, nice.
The final thing I'm going to do before I pass over to Dom is remove the background. So if you want to remove the background, it means we're done generating the image. So you see the left-hand panel on the screen. It says generate image at the top. So if you're done generating the image and you now want to edit it, you just need to click on that X next to generate image. And it brings you back to the editing panel. Okay, and then you see the happy dog there that says remove background. Give it a tap, and it's going to get rid of the background there. There we go, and there it is. St. David. And I'm just going to pop him on top of his hill there. Right, let's pop over to Dom. Let's get a hill, and let's get Dewi's ant.
Okie dokie, right. So we went to design assets. Let me show you how to get there. So you go to elements again. This time you're in design assets. I searched for hill. 372 results for hill. What do you think about that, Jones?
Yeah, amazing. Incredible.
And you know what? I thought, well, rather than copying, because, we got this one here that he used. I scrolled down and I found an interesting one, which I liked. It was down, 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 and then it was this one. And I thought, ooh, lovely. I did like that one. And so I'm stretching it out and it's going to go. See, but the thing is, I don't want the white on the bottom because that would, unless there's some chalky hills around there. I don't want that one. But I'm just going to pop it there like that. Ooh, lovely. I really like that. It's just so, I don't know, it's ethereal. So I've got that in there, and now it's time to get the main man. So, and he's going to be, he's going to be standing on quite a far away hill here. But
that's fine. There we go.
I like it. So I'm going to go to media on the left-hand side, generate image. I'll do a portrait because he's in fact standing, isn't he? So I'll do a portrait, and I'll do, hang on, full length. What was the other bit of advice you gave us?
So I did put cartoon, but you don't have to.
Cartoon.
I said medieval male monk.
Male monk.
And then preaching.
Preaching with arms outstretched.
Lovely.
Yeah. Medieval male monking.
Monking. Hey, stop monking. Now then.
Yeah. What do monks do? Well, a bit of monking, innit?
Oh, yeah. The monking.
Preaching with arms outstretched. Content type art. That'll be fine. Might take fast mode off, just to make sure that I get some really detailed results.
Well, whilst we're waiting for that, we've got Class 6R at Cathedral School in Cardiff. I would appreciate a shout out if possible. Very polite there, Mr. Rees.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you, message, Mr. Rees. And
check that out.
Look at that.
Yes, that's my main man. That maybe not so representative. Maybe I'm not sure. That feels quite Debbie Sands as well. But actually, this one's better because he's got his feet in. They chopped his feet off on this one. Well, that's not good.
Yeah,
because
because the second one there, the dress of the second one is more of maybe
it's got
like
an Oriental vibe, an Eastern vibe,
like a
doesn't
Buddhist, maybe like a Buddhist monk. So I did actually, when I was testing this out, you could put a Christian monk because obviously that's what St. David was. So that'll give you more specific dress as well.
Right. So let me X out of that. And then the top dog, not the one underneath. They're going to do the top dog, remove background. I'm hoping it's going to remove. That is a top job.
Right.
Top job.
And
put him on the hill. Yeah, I'm not sure whether to put him on this hill or the one behind. It feels like, no matter how loud his voice will be.
That is
I think it should, maybe that one and his arm in the sun.
I think it's brilliant. Yeah,
that's amazing. Cool. I'm loving it. He's right on the ridge. Yeah, go on then. What's next?
Right. Okay. So the animation style we're going for is really kind of this kind of handmade style. Okay. So we want as much movement in these things as we can. So let's get it looking as if David himself is speaking. Okay. Now, a really easy way to do that is to just give him a bit of a kind of wobbling animation, that kind of thing. So, because then he's shake back and forth, especially with yours, with the arms outstretched, it'll really look as if he's holding forth, So, so let's just select your St. David. Here he is. Okay. And then on the left-hand side, you can see it says Edit, Effects, and Animation. So let's go to Animation. And in there, we don't want an in animation. We want a loop animation. And you could try the two that you'll probably get most joy with is either jitter or wiggle. Okay. So jitter is going to look like this. Yeah. And then wiggle. Yeah, I think wiggle is the one. It kind of looks like he's talking. Yeah. His head's wobbling back and forth. So just animate St. David. And if you want to tweak those animations, you can change things like the intensity of your wiggle. That's a bit too much. So I can do this. There we go. Okay. And we're really going for this kind of handmade cartoony vibe. So it's meant to look a little bit silly, the animation. Right. Okay. Go on then, Dom. Animate your St. David.
Oh, with pleasure. Right. Here he is, the main man. I'm going to give him a click. And do you know what? I'll come off that just so that you can see how to get there. Well, anyway, it should come up here. And then you go over to animation there, give it a click. And then like Mr. Jones says, you don't want an in, you want a loop. And you want one of these move ones down here so you can give them a little wiggle. Would a yo-yo? Yo-yo would not work. You could try it.
I'm not sure.
Take the speed down and the intensity down.
Maybe left to right.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work. Let's go for a wiggle. Oh, a left to right one. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swaying.
Looks like he's dancing.
Yeah. Maybe if you bring these right down, it kind of works.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that one. A yo-yo. I suppose yo-yo tricks you into thinking it would be up and down, but actually it's not. But what's happened down the bottom here, Mr. Jones? I've suddenly got some new info in here.
I did ignore that. Yeah. So now that once you bring in animation, obviously animation takes time. So once you've got time, you need a timeline, and that's what we've got.
This is my timeline here.
There's your timeline. So at the moment, you can see right in the bottom of Dom's screen, it's 5 seconds long. That's kind of the automatic length of a scene when you add some animation. So you've got a 5-second animation, and then that black line that Dom's got on his screen, that's the playhead, and you can drag that, and that basically shows you your animation at that point in time. So if you drag it over to 3 seconds, that's what your screen will look like at 3 seconds. Okay, right, now then, it's actually time for us to do the dramatic bit, and then we'll build the scene up around this. It's time for us to get David and his hill rising up from the ground, okay?
What?
Yeah, that's right. So to do this, we do need to group them together, okay? Now, this is easier for you, Dom, than it is for me, because you can just drag a box over your whole screen because it won't
You'll get there.
On the iPad, it's a bit trickier, okay? If you've got a Chromebook or a laptop or a PC or a Mac or something like that, then Dom's got an easier way of doing this. But on the iPad, I need to select St. David, and then you see the 3 dots, the More menu. I'm going to tap on that. And then on the iPad, I've got this button that says Select Multiple. Now, if you're not on an iPad, you don't have that button. Don't worry, because you've got an easier way to do it, and Dom's going to show you now. So I'm going to choose Select Multiple, and now I'm going to choose the hill. There we go. And you can see that I've got a new button there at the bottom that says Group. And I want to group these two together. So I'm going to choose Group. There we are. They are grouped. And now I can animate those two together. Now remember, David himself is wiggling back and forth, and he's going to be doing that within the group animation. And what I want the group animation to do, and it's important that you animate the correct thing. So you can see in the top left, it says Group. So I know that I'm animating the whole group. Okay? And what I want to do here is animate this group in. So if I go to in, and I want this, and I want this to rise up. And there's one there. You can see move. It says rise. So if I choose that, then David and his hill rises up. Now that's cool, but I want to change some of the settings. So I'll go into
absolutely Arbenig.
Yeah, I didn't like the fact that they kind of faded in. So I'm going to get rid of the fade. You can see that the fade is ticked. So let's untick that. There we go. That's better. And then I want the duration. I want it to happen a bit slower. So that means let's bring the duration up to the max. Now the slider is 4 seconds, but you can actually type in longer durations again there if you wanted to. But I'm happy with 4 seconds. That's fine.
That's a new fact for me.
Yeah, it's just that's new this week that you can type anything up to 10 seconds now. Yeah. Which is great if you want to. But 4 seconds for this is absolutely fine. So I'm really happy with that. So group David and the hill, and then animate that group in to rise up. You don't want it to fade. And then I've just made it as long as possible. Let's just watch that again. And you see him wiggling there on his stage. Looks brilliant.
I really want to add music to this.
Yeah, well, there we are. You can. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's have a go. Right. So I've got my man Dewi, and then I'm gonna press Shift on my keyboard and click my hill. Right, and then I'm gonna go to animation over here, and I want to animate in. And now you'll see mine says mixed rather than group, which I'm hoping that's going to be okay. And I'm going to go to rise. Oh, that's strange.
It's because because it's not showing the group. So click.
Oh, and now I've got to group it. Yeah, of course. So now when I click group up here, you can see it just appear in my box here. That's the one I need to click. That'll be grouped. And then when you go in on your animation, we go to rise.
Yes.
It's absolutely tremendous. And then maybe I'll bring the duration up. And yeah, I don't want the fade. I'm going to bring the fade off. Do I want to start outside page? That's possible.
You could, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not, actually. Maybe I can get it. Look at that. He's created his very own valley there.
That looks brilliant.
Yeah. All right. That was easy on the old browser there.
Good. We got digital leaders at Baden Powell Primary, Cardiff. Thank you, Miss Davis.
Baden Powell. Isn't that the founder of the Scouts?
Well done. Very good. It is, yes. Baden Powell. Now then.
Fantastic, Miss Davis. What a school.
Now then, yes. Very good. Right. Okay, let's move on. Let's go. So there we go.
Want me to get you on?
I've done it. Right. Now, It does look as if he's preaching to himself here at the moment, doesn't it? So it seems a bit pointless.
Little bit.
It seems a bit pointless that his hill is rising if there's nobody else there, right? So we need to get the crowd in. Let's get the crowd in. Right. So first of all, when we're at the beginning here, I want to see a bit of grass. I do want to see a bit of grass at the beginning. Okay. So let's go to elements and let's just go searching for that hill again. Okay. Now you could search for ground or grass or whatever. You could, you don't have to use the same one. But I quite like the fact that hill that I used has got a nice flat edge at the bottom of it. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on it. There we go. I'm going to just spin it around and use that to give myself a bit of grass at the bottom like this. See?
Okay.
There we go. So that the hill actually, there we go. You see?
It looks like sort of green trampoline.
There we go. Yeah, see that works brilliantly. Yeah, I think it looked a bit weird. I thought it looked a bit weird just having sky.
Yeah, that was the bit that made it look weird. Yeah.
Yeah. So you could have grass or something like that. Right. Now then, so I've added in my my grass. Now then, here's what I'm gonna do now. It's AI time again, guys. Let's go back to media, and I'm gonna go to generate image. This time I'm going to go for widescreen because I want a group of medieval people facing him. Okay, so we think about how you're going to write this prompt, guys, because we don't want them looking at us. We want them looking at David. So it's a cartoon again. Cartoon. Group of medieval people facing away. And again, I think it's probably important that I put full length. Right, I think that's probably... Oh, and let's just say no background as well, just in case it gives me something crazy in the background. Okay, so it's a cartoon, so I want the same style. Group of medieval people facing away, full length, no background. Okay, let's go. Let's try it. Generate. All right. Oof, it's having a think.
It is. I'm interested to see what it's going to deliver here.
Yeah. I've planned this. I planned it. Don't worry about it. It's going to be.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh,
I thought they might just all have massive muscles.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Right. All right. So I got a group of people there.
Yeah. Nice.
So, that's fine. Now then, I'm going to get rid of the background. Okay, so you get X the generate image. Some of them are not facing away on some of those images, and remove the background.
They're having a little chat to each other.
Yeah, that's good. Now then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this straight away. 3 dots, duplicate, and I got another one. Okay, but I want a different set of people here. So that's all I need to do.
Oh, nice trick.
With this duplication, that's all I need to do is go back into generate image. Okay, and generate again, and maybe generate more this time. So I don't need to type the prompt in again. I've already got the prompt. I can just go down, generate some more, wait for that to pop up. There we go. Cool. These ones look different.
Yes, they do.
X that off. There we go. It'll still remove the background. Let's get them kind of the same height as the other folks. There we go. Right. Now then, let's bring these down. So they're all listening to David here. Okay. And I'm going to duplicate these guys as well. Bring them over here. There we go. Looks like loads
like a real crowd you've got going on there.
Does. And I'm also, you're going to love this, Dom. Duplicate these guys. This is my last one. I'll pass over to Dom. I'm going to make this really big. This. And these people are closer to us. So.
Perspective. Huh? Oh.
all of these people, doesn't it? Right.
Tremendous.
Now, let's play it now.
They can't hear me.
Ah, there we go.
You can now.
Cool. Right.
Legend.
Give it a go, Dom. Let's get a crowd.
Right. Okay. Right. So we can, if we want to get right to it, we can go to media. We can go to generate image. We'll do a landscape, or maybe do a widescreen.
Yeah, I did a
I'll do
widescreen.
widescreen. Yeah. So cartoon.
Yeah.
Full length.
Yeah.
What else did you go for?
Group of medieval people.
Okay, I'm going to group of medieval men, women, and children of different heights.
Oh, nice.
Facing
away
from the camera. I'll do facing away from the camera. Yeah, I did one the other day. What did I say?
Backs turned. Be another one.
Yeah, maybe backs turned or not looking at the camera. I said something like that. Right. So let's see if we've got something here. Actually, that's fine. Go on.
Yeah, well, you hit generate then, and whilst we're waiting for that to pop up, we've got Year 5 in Blind Bagland Primary School. Thank you, Miss Kennedy, for your message. Of course we can shout you out. Of course we can.
Thanks, Miss K.
Yes, get your messages in, and remember, pop them on an email if you want. I am up to date with them, I think. Right, have you got anything?
Oh, they're not facing away.
Try backs turned, maybe.
Yeah. All right. Well, so what I'm going to do, backs turned. Right. Well, what I'm going to do is going to copy all of that. I'm going to highlight it all, copy it, and then I'm actually going to delete that and do generate image again, because what I find often is that it does better if it has another think.
Okay.
That's what I think. Right, let's see what it does here. So the trick here is to do one, go back in, choose another version.
Yeah.
To get a kind of a different. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, look at this. This is tremendous.
So right. I just did two, but obviously, if you've got time and patience, you could get every single group to be unique.
Yeah.
Rather than me.
Do.
Yeah, okay.
3 dots, duplicate.
Yeah.
3 dots, duplicate. And then maybe I'll do a 4th. 3 dots, duplicate. Now, we've got all sorts going on here. So let's try and mix this up. So with one selected, go back in and click your sliders. And then you've got your 4 options down here. I'll have one of these.
Yeah, let's pick a different one. Yeah.
I'll have one of these, please, Bob. And then I'll go down again. Where's it gone? Where's it gone?
Oh, you may have to hit generate again. Yeah. Yeah, you'll have the options for the first one, but then you'll have to reach for the
Okay. Well, let's try that again. Oh, no, there you go. Come again.
Oh,
amazing.
Okay.
So I'll do that one. So I've got another one there. And then this one's different. And then this one, I'll go to generate image again. What did I do to know? Oops, not that one. Click the wrong button there. Generate. It'll come back again. And which is the one I didn't use? I think it was this one.
Yeah.
Tremendous. So now what I'm going to do is just go through them all, remove background, and then I wonder if I can do all of these and just get it firing. It's all firing. Click and remove background. Look at this.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
That is tremendous. Right. Look at that. And then a bit differing heights, because like Mr. Jones said, you kind of want them at different places, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a crowd. And then I'll pop these guys, and you need to start playing around with things like your layer stack. Look at this. We've got a real crowd going on here. This is tremendous.
Are you having fun, Dom?
Oh, this is just, I mean, honestly, like where these ideas come from is just beyond me. And then this one here, I'll put that right to the front, and then they can be even bigger maybe. And pop them down here. Oh, we got a real crowd going on here. Yeah, great. If I have a little play here. Oh,
That's
have
great.
a little listen. Have a little listen to Debbie.
Hey, we got another shout out. Now then. This is Mr. Moore's class in
Oh yeah.
in Llandeilo Primary. And
I hope they're all behaving themselves for a change.
And I tell you what, Mr. Moore I play football with Mr. Moore, and he is a very good football player. Year 4
Oh,
or 5.
I remember you said that.
Yeah,
He needs to
Mr.
watch
Moore.
his challenges sometimes. I remember you saying.
Oh, he can't be a bit tasty.
He gets a bit
yeah.
tasty, yeah.
It's a bit tasty. Yeah.
No, that,
no.
he?
To be fair, Mr. Moore is one of those that gets fouled more than he fouls. He's
not what you said the other day, but I'll let it ride.
He's a bit of a twinkle toes. You know, he likes to skip past a few guys. And he's one of these people that always scores, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm one of those people that never scores. So, so when you see somebody just score all the time, it's like, how do you just do that all the time? Anyway, Shemai, Mr. Moore, and welcome.
He's got a few yellow cards in his locker, though.
He's got a yellow card. Oh, he's always got a yellow card in him. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Right. Okay, now then, we're nearly done with this, with building the scene. I've just got a couple more ideas, which I think you're going to like, Dom.
I think I will.
Now, I don't think there's enough of a hubbub going on here, okay? So, I'm actually going to animate the crowd as well.
Oh, I knew it.
So, let's just go to the layer stack on the right-hand side. Okay, layer stack on the right-hand side. I'm just going to go through them one by one. I'm going to go animation, loop, and let's just give them all a bit of a jitter. Okay? Now, just choose them. Now, the reason I didn't do this once and duplicate it is that you actually want your jitter settings to be slightly different for each picture. Otherwise, they'll all move as they're stuck together.
Yeah.
If you do them separately and go loop, jitter, and now for every other one, just change the speed and the intensity slightly. Okay? Let's choose
I imagine the speed needs to come right down on a lot of them.
Some of them, just change stuff up. Just change stuff up. Make some of them faster. Make some of them slower. We go. Okay, because you just want them to look. Just want them to look different. Okay, you just want them to look different. Right, let's try that. Let's give it a whirl. There's one group in the middle there going absolutely
crazy. They've had too many cans of fizzy pop.
One more idea for you, Dom. This group that's closest to us, if you were taking this picture on a camera, the group that would be closest to you would be out of focus. Okay?
Yeah.
And they probably wouldn't be exposed properly either. So let's just tap the one that's closest to us. And let's go to effects. And we're not going to use that. Let's go back to edit. Right. Now then, under edit, you've got adjust. Okay, so edit, adjust. And I'm just doing this for the big group, the ones that are really close to me. The big heads, just there closest to me. Right, now then, what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to go to adjust. And I'm going to bring the brightness right down and the contrast down and the highlights down and the shadows. I just want to darken that group up a bit. But then if you scroll down, you see you've got the blur slider. There we go. We just want to blur that group that's closest to us out a little bit. Okay? Just makes it look cool. Now let's play it. Let's bring my playhead back. Oh, there's one group going absolutely nuts in the middle. There we go. Right. So animate your groups, Dom. And,
okay.
And I don't know if you want to play around with blurring the ones closest to you or not.
Okay. Right. So one of the things that I was given a great tip on was, when you're working with lots of groups in very similar positions, best place to actually select them to work on them is in the layer stack. So let's start with this one at the back here. Let's go to animation. And I think here, drift. They're just drifters. Maybe I think the one I want is probably.
Yeah, you want the loop. Do you go to? I think.
I'm on the loop. Yeah. Maybe it's going to be a little wiggle. Yeah, but I'm going to bring that wiggle right down, so the speed's going to be like maybe 1. Intensity 1. Yeah, kind of just change them a little bit. Yeah, I'll go with that. And then I'll go to the second one in my layer stack. And this time, maybe I'll choose a little yo-yo. But like I did last time, bring the speed right down. intensity right down, and then maybe move them left to.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, no,
I mean,
that's really well. Yeah, I think it's really
I mean,
good.
it's still weird though, isn't it? Like, as in, why is it? Maybe bring the intensity down to 1, speed down to 1. They're just swaying like Maasai warriors. I don't know what's going on.
Good. I think it doesn't matter. It's just that kind of effect, that movement. That's all you want.
Yeah, and I go for a jitter on these ones because probably they've been standing there all day and they're desperate to go to the low. So let's bring that down to 2. Yeah, look at this. And then the last one here, what am I going to give them? Maybe I'll give them a bob. Speed right down, intensity right down. And now if I give it a play.
That's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it is. It's an absolute, there's just loads of them getting stuck in. I love it. Right, and then you could do that blur thing. So you could go to I've got go to my one at the back, which means that they're on the top of my layer stack. Go to edit, go to adjust, and then here maybe I'll just blur them ever so slightly. I mean, even just 1 or 2 is good, I think. Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 like that. Great. I actually think I'm going to put another group in.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to duplicate one and put them in front of my put them in front of this section here, because I feel like I've got a bit of a gap going on in here. So I'm gonna I'll do that while you're showing us the next great trick.
All right. Okay. Well, we're nearly done with this, so we need to get our text on now. Okay. So let's get my iPad up. There we go. So it's time for the text. So the text here is miracle at Llandewi Brevi. Okay. So I'm just going to go to text on the left-hand side. That's the T there. And then add your text up at the top. And let's just type that in. Miracle at Llandewi Brevi. There we go. Okay, so miracle at Llandewi Brevi. That's great. Now, I need a better font. Okay, I definitely need a better font. So, you could try finding kind of an old-fashioned handwritten font, but with this style of animation that I've gone for, I think actually quite a modern font is going to work with this. Maybe a slightly kind of messy handwritten modern font, if such a thing exists. No, not that. So I'm just going to scroll through and see if something jumps out at me that's going to work here. I want it to look a little bit messy, but I don't necessarily want it to look old-fashioned. It looked like an explainer video. No, that's not really messy enough. Oh, that one's great. Poplar. That's brilliant. It's exactly the kind of thing I want. Right, so now I can just maybe bring up my text. Let's fill up my sky. Do something like that, couldn't I? Okay.
Yeah.
And now I can animate my text as well. So let's just choose my text. Animation. Now you have got in animations that are specific to text. You've got fade, flicker, and typewriter. So you can see.
I like the typewriter one.
Yeah. So those are cool. Typewriter is cool as well. Or you know what? I could even use a rise there as well.
Ooh, nice idea.
And I could not fade that either. Start outside the page. So that does that. Now then, what I think I'll do is I'll have the text behind all of my people. Okay. So actually, I'll just send it right to the back. So then the text will kind of come up from behind them. So let's just, with my text selected, I could use the layer stack, but if I'm going all the way to the back, sometimes it's easier just to 3-dot send to back. Now then, let's have a look at that. So it should, yeah, there we go. It kind of comes up behind all of the people.
Yeah, nice.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, like it.
And you can experiment with the timing. It could bring up the timing of that, slow it down. Let's try that way around. Yeah, that works because it comes up behind Dewi as well. I like that. Yeah. That point there. You see there?
Yeah.
I really like how that text is kind of coming up behind him there. Right. So
very cool.
Yeah, get your text on, Dom.
Right, get my text on. Okay. So T for text on the left-hand side, give it a click, add your text. I'm going to paste in Miracle at Llandewi Brevi. And then I'll go to edit over here because I've got Debbie Sant on the left-hand side here. So you can see just here, I can choose how I want my text to be aligned. And I will think I will go line to the right, a line to the right, and do-si-do. And maybe what I can also do is click next to Llandewi there. I am saying that right, and it's Llandewi.
Dewi, yes, very good.
Llandewi. And also there as well, so it's a bit better like that, I think.
Yeah.
Now I'll move it up here, so it's kind of at the side. Now, how am I going to do this? So, recommended fonts. I suppose I don't want anything cartoony. That's not really the vibe I'm going for. It's taken a little bit of a while for things to come up.
So Llandewi means Dewi's church. So before this happened...
Oh, like Llanberis then?
Yeah. There was a saint called
Church of the Lake?
No, Paris. Yeah, so the lake is named after the saint as well. So there's a saint called Sant Paris.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm just going to come out of those recommended fonts. I'm just going to go down here and choose one instead. I think maybe something like, ooh, that one's quite cool. But it's stretching across the page, so maybe I can bring my letter spacing down a bit.
Nice.
I didn't do it on all of it. That's a bit odd, isn't it? I'll select it all and then bring my line. No, but not my line spacing. I want to bring that out actually. But the letter spacing, I'll bring it down.
Cool.
And then the last thing I'll do is animation. And I think I like the typewriter. So it'll be animate in typewriter. Yeah, nice. I mean, this is the first session ever that we haven't had an outline on our text.
I'm trying to stay away from it.
Yeah, so I'm just going to do it. I feel like just for posterity, I'm going to do it. And then I'll increase the outline thickness of it, and that just gives it that little bit of a jump. There we go.
Oh, that looks fantastic. I love the blue there. I love that.
Yeah, that's great. I've really enjoyed that.
Very good. Right. The final thing is a bit of audio. Okay, so I reckon Dom's going to do some music, but yes. I'm gonna search for some crowd noise. So maybe I go to media, and I'm going to go to audio, and then I'm going to search in here for crowd. Okay, search for crowd there. There we go. We got loads of different things here. I need to bring my iPad volume up for you guys to hear it. There we go. So we've got things like let's try party crowd.
I'd love to go to Martha's Vineyard and just live there.
No. Right, what about this wrestling crowd? Let's try this.
Yeah. That's great.
That's right. Let's bring that in. Okay.
What an absolute hero.
Right, so now, and then I'm going to add a voiceover as well, okay? So I'm just going to go to media, and then record audio, record a voiceover, allow a microphone, yeah, there we go. And then I'm going to record, I'm just going to explain really simply what happened. When David was speaking at Llandewi Brevi, he made the ground rise up underneath him so that the crowd could hear him and see him better. There we go. Right, so there's my voiceover. Bit longer than my scene. That's fine. I can tap on my scene in the timeline and just extend it out to last the same length. And this extra little white scene here that it just gave me, three dots, and delete that. Okay.
Yes.
Now
Let's have a little listen.
I'm guessing that the crowd noise at 100% is going to be too loud. So I'm just tapped on that, the green clip there. Let's bring that down. All right, let's give it a whirl. When David was speaking at Llandewi Brevi, he made the ground rise up underneath him so that the crowd could hear him and see him better.
It's like when he does a wiggle, they give him an extra cheer.
Right, get some audio on there, Dom.
Yeah, well, so I went to click add audio down here, and I searched for organ music.
Yes!
It's the one. Yeah. that. Absolutely loving it. And maybe I'll do a fade in, just so it kind of like fades in as he's coming up.
Lovely.
That is tremendous. And if I wanted to do a voiceover, I could by going to media, record over, choose whatever microphone you need, and then you can record. I'll just show people share. You can click share over here on the right hand side and create a view only link or send it to Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams. Or once you've finished with your video, you can press a little download button there and download it. Video resolution 720 is enough, but I think the share button is probably the best. There we go, wrapping that up on 55 minutes and 27 seconds.
Yeah, it's fine. The second challenge is much shorter today. It's fine. It's fine. It's well planned. Hey, we got another class. This is Mr. Davis and Mr. Adams are joining us from Grangetown.
Mr. Adams, good work.
You're there, guys. You're nearly there at an Express School Challenge. If you got,
one more year group.
Yeah, 100 students, or if you've got everyone from year 4 to year 6, then take some photos and submit the form, and we get some swag over to you guys. Right, swag. Okay, now then, we're ready to move on to our second challenge, but I would be remiss not to remind you that we've got a very special live lesson Wednesday and Thursday this week, guys. So it's World Book Day on Thursday. So we've got a session on Thursday, obviously, but we've also put in another one on Wednesday, just in case your Thursday is super busy. So if you want to come along to that, then just get to bit.ly/Adobe Leaders, get registered for that. And all the sessions up to Easter are on there. So we've got St. Patrick's Day, we've got April Fool's, Mother's Day, British Science Week. So get on there and get registered. Also, if you're sharing on social media today what you've been doing to celebrate St. David's Day, then we'd love it if you tagged us in, because we'd love to see what you've been up to on Express today. So tag at Adobe for Edu, at Dom Trainer, and at Meredith J or at Meredith Jones, so that we can see what you've been up to as well. Right, let's jump over to our second challenge today, where we're going to be doing some drawing, Dom, and Dom loves drawing on the iPad.
Oh, I love a draw.
So we are going to be drawing using symmetry. So maybe you've been learning about symmetry in your maths lessons, okay? And we are looking at rotational and reflective symmetry. Oh, Blwyddyn Pimp Tal y Copa Primary are enjoying today's lesson. Oh, thank you very much, guys. Thanks for your message. Very kind indeed. Right, so let's just jump over to the challenge page. Okay, here we go. And I've got a leek and a daffodil here that I drew using symmetry. You're doing a leek. Well, we're doing it. Yeah, definitely. Well, we're doing both. So we'll start off with a leek because it's the easiest one. Right. So, and we're using the symmetry tools in Express. So let's go. Right. Now then, to get back to the Express homepage, you just need to tap on the Express logo, which is in the top left-hand corner of your screen, the colorful A in the top left-hand corner. Brings you back to the home page. Now, we don't have a colorful tile for drawing, but you'll actually see it on that second row, okay, which is just there. You see it? It says drawing there, next to presentation. Maybe you'll have to scroll over. Mine is right at the edge. You see drawing? So maybe you need to scroll over, but just tap on that drawing icon. That'll bring you into the drawing editor. Right, so we're going to start off with a leek because this is the easiest one to do. Now then, the leek is green and white. So think about what color you want your background to be. Not green and not white. Okay, so think of a color that you'd like to use as the background.
An earthy tone?
Yes, I think I'll go for some kind of orange or something. Yeah, I think that's good, Dom. Yeah. This is taking ages. Let's just close that app down and let's just open it back up.
Well, shall I show people how to open on mine?
Yeah. I'll pop you on now. Oh, there you are. You've done it. Yeah, go on.
Okay, so if you're struggling to find it, just scroll down a little bit and it'll be on this kind of carousel here. You can give it a click. And once you're in there, you should give yourself a title. So we go Dewi Sant drawing. Not that we're doing it of Dewi Sant, of course, but That's a good way to be able to find it later. I'm going to get rid of these templates as well. How are you getting on, Jones?
I'm there, yeah. Here we go. Right, so let's get our background colored. So I'm going to go to brushes, okay? And for this one, I'm going to go to art supplies. You'll find a load of really cool brushes in art supplies. So I'm going to scroll down. My favorite is the French Impressionist brush, okay, for the background. It's got loads of different textures in there. So I'm going to go for the orange paint in the paint pot, bring my size all the way up to the max, and then I'm just going to fill up my canvas. Oh, this is fun. With this lovely orange French Impressionist paint.
Delicious.
Like that. Right, go on then, Dom.
Right, okay. So I'm here. And how did I get here? Well, I went to brush. And then if you would start off in the basic, but you can go over to art supplies, scroll down to foot for French Impressionist, give it a click. And then you can choose whatever color. So he's gone for an orange. Maybe I'll go into, click the little sliders, go into custom. And maybe I like an orange too, but maybe I'll make it more earthy. So there we go. And then, yeah. Oh, and do you know what? I'm going to go back on that because I'm going to bring the size right up. Yeah. Oh, lovely.
Yeah. I love the different colors that the French Impressionist brush gives you. You know, it gives you the color.
I know you do.
It gives you the color.
You often say it.
Yeah, it gives you the color you've picked, but like different shades of it really gives you some really nice texture.
Yeah, Adobe. Right, what are we doing now?
All right, okay. So now we're gonna jump straight in and let's make our leak. So for the leak, we are going to use one line of reflective symmetry. So basically, we are going to draw the right-hand side of the leak, and it's going to automatically make the left-hand side of the leak for us. Or you can, vice versa, if you want to make the left-hand side, it doesn't matter which side you do. Right, so to switch the mirror on, to switch that reflective symmetry on, at the top of my screen, you can see it says symmetry off. You've got that little butterfly there. So if I tap on that, let's switch the symmetry on. And then we just want that first one there, that first reflective symmetry that just looks actually like a butterfly. Okay, now, to make the leak, we need a basic square brush. So I'm going to go to basic, okay, and then you'll find a square brush. And we want the green paint. All right, okay. So I'm going to start off by just making one long line down the middle of, and I'm going to basically bring my finger down that blue line. Okay, so I'm going to tap on the blue line, and I'm just going to come all the way down like that. Okay.
Lovely.
And if it's a bit bumpy, that's fine, because leaks are a bit bumpy, you know, so that's absolutely fine. Right, so now that I've done that, I'm now gonna do, I don't know, what do you call the bits of, are they leaves? The leaves of the leak? Are they leaves? I don't know. That's what I'm calling them today, anyway.
Maybe the skin, it's like an onion, isn't it?
So I'm gonna come over to the right, and if you make a mistake, you just need to do what Dom did and undo. You got the undo button at the top, okay? So I'm gonna come not quite halfway down, but nearly halfway down, and I'm just gonna do this and come into the middle. Like that. Okay. And that was a bit messy. So let's just undo it and let's just try it again. Oh, that was a bit messy as well. Let's just try it again.
That was lovely, I thought. It was great.
There we go. I like that. And then I'm going to do one more time just between the middle one and those ones. Okay. There we go. Like that.
Cracking.
Okay. So we've made, basically, I've done 3 lines. I've made the line down the middle. And then I've gone out, not quite halfway down, and kind of swooped back in. And then I kind of went between those two to do that kind of diagonal one. Right, let's jump over to Dom.
Okie dokie. So let's go over here. We go to the symmetry button here. We give it a click. We turn it on. We use the reflective, the first butterfly. That's good. Go back to our brushes. I'm going to go to the basic. And there is a square one down here. Nice. Let's get a green leak. 150. Are we happy with that as a size?
Yeah, I just left it at the size it was on. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're just gonna do one all the way down here. And what I find with there we go, nice. What I find with the trackpad is that you can go down a bit, and then you can release your finger and go down a bit, and it will all just stay the same, which is cool. And then we're going to do one that goes That's all right. I'm happy with that. I think
yeah.
maybe it needs to be a little bit lower down, so I could do an undo, start a kind of bit more halfway, just above halfway, maybe. Oh, lovely. And then between those two, I'll give it a little. Oh, delightful.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant. Right, now then, the bottom bit of a leek is white. Okay, so now we need to sort that out. So on the iPad, I'm just going to pinch to zoom in a bit on my canvas. On the browser, you can use the zoom percentage thing that's up at the top there. So I'm just going to keep the same brush, but I'm going to go to white paint. Okay, and I'm just now going to paint over that bottom bit. There we go.
Nicely done.
Okay. And then the bottom of a leek is kind of rounded off. So let's change over to the hard round brush and just give it a bit of a rounded bottom.
Oh.
And then between the white and the green, they kind of fade a bit. So I'm going to go to the soft round brush and I'm just going to give it a bit of a white. There we go. You see, it's just going to kind of fade that white into the green.
Yeah.
There we go. So I've got the bottom of my leek is white, and I've got that kind of soft round brush just fading from the white into the green a little bit. Okay.
Okie dokie. Right. Let's have a quick squiz of this. So, well, I'm going to have. What I'm going to do here. So I've got. I haven't got quite the same kind of stem, but that's all right. So I'm going to go to white over on this side, get it round about here and go like that. Oh, I liked it. I kept it on and it kind of made it kind of chunk out at the bottom, which is cool.
Yeah.
And then let me just use my 2 fingers on the trackpad just to zoom in. And then I'm going to go to the hard round brush.
Yeah, get a round.
This is where, I'm just going to give it a round bottom.
Lovely, good.
That's perfect. Rather bulbous, if you ask me. Yeah. And then what I'll do is I need to do this kind of fade in. Now, if I go to the soft round, oh, this is nice. What I might do is I might kind of go all the way around the top.
That's a good idea.
Because I've kind of got green leaves going on everywhere. So I can. Oh, maybe.
That works. That works. Yeah.
That works. Yeah. And then come all the way around, maybe making sure that you can't quite see the join. Lovely. Look at that. Come back down here because there's a bit of a stark kind of line there. Oh, lovely. Loving that.
Lovely.
Loving life.
Now then, we're nearly done with the leek. So for the final bit of the leek, we want to show how the different kind of leaves of the leek fold into each other. Okay. So for that, we need to turn the symmetry off. So let's go to the symmetry settings and switch it off. So now nothing's being reflected. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a darker color green. So I'll just choose the green that I've got. Oh, sorry, we're still on your screen. Sorry. Right. Right. Symmetry, switch it off. Okay. Symmetry at the top, switch it off. Right. Let's grab the green that we've already used. Okay. But I want a darker green. So with that selected, I can click on the little settings button at the end of the colors. And then I can go to more colors. Or you could go to custom and just grab a darker one. Okay. You just want a darker green, basically. Right, now then, which brush am I going to use here? Well, I might stick with a soft round brush, but bring the size down to be quite thin. So maybe something like 25, something like 30. There we go. Now then, here's what I'm going to do, Dom. I'm going to bring the line down, okay, on that first one, and then bring the other one down so that it meets it, like this.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next one is going to come all the way down to there, but this one is only going to meet it there. See, and it looks as if we've got all these leaves kind of folding in front of each other.
It's like the lines of the Rhondda Valley.
Now then, it's like the heads of the Valley Road. Right. Okay. And that's me done with my leek. So get that done quickly, Dom, so that we got 6 minutes to do a daffodil.
Right. So you're going to go for a soft round. Let's go
Hang
here.
on.
You're going for a soft round brush. I just added a little bit more white on mine. So we're going for a soft round. Let me go back. So symmetry, I'm going to turn it off now. Go back to brush. Soft round is good. We could go for the green, but then click on the slider and make it a bit darker. It seems to be the wisdom here. 70 is good still.
I went smaller. I was like 30 odd.
Right. Let's go for 27. That's good. So here, I'll just bring one down there ever so slightly.
Yeah.
And then these aren't going to cross these bottom ones. That's okay. But then here we've got an amazing opportunity to cross these. And then what a learning opportunity
brilliant.
that turned out to be.
Brilliant.
Oh,
Brilliant.
I love that.
Right,
Yeah.
so that's done. Leek is done. That was the easy one. Now then, let's blast out a daff.
Are you going to do this in 3 minutes?
Of course I am. Right. Now then, let's jump over to me then. Mate. There we go. Brilliant. So back on the home page. Going to go back into drawing again. Okay, so I just tapped on the express icon, back out to the home page. And this time we're going to do drawing one more time. Okay, now then, this time we are upping our lines of symmetry. So I'm just going to go for a green background for my daffodil. Okay, so I'm going to go to background color at the top. Let's pick a nice green for my daff. Right, okay. So let's go to symmetry. Now then, I'm going to go for the option with the most lines of reflective symmetry.
Oh.
All right. Now then, let's go into brushes. Let's get some yellow paint, some nice daffodil yellow. And I'm going to go to the art supplies brushes again, and I'm going to grab the wet paint brush. Okay. Now then, I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to make 1/2 of a petal. Okay. And it's going to give me all of the
class.
petals. And just, if you're not happy, keep undoing it. So a daffodil kind of does that kind of thing. The top edge is a bit of a straight line, and then it curves a little bit gentler. Okay, so a bit of a straight edge, and then it curves. Not quite that.
Very cool.
So just keep, there we go. That's going to be my one. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Are you doing it or just me?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a go. Yeah.
Go on in.
Right. So let's go back here to the home page, go into drawing again. Let's go, and we won't rename it, but you know I always would. And then we'll go to background color, custom, maybe a kind of a greeny like this.
Lovely.
Something around about there. Then we're going down in our base.
Art
supplies. We'll go down to wet leg, and then we'll wet paint. We've got that. We'll go the yellow, but then the symmetry.
The one with the low. Yeah, that one. There's 6 lines. 6 lines of reflective symmetry on this. That's great.
Ooh, I don't know about that one.
No. Undo. Try it again.
No. I'm going to go up a bit, and then a hard round. Yeah. One more try.
Yeah.
Up a bit, and then a hard dive down.
There we go.
There we go. Beautiful.
Great.
Pretty
I think we got our St. Patrick's. I think we got our St. Patrick's Day activity sorted. Yeah.
Would you fill that in with a bit of hard brush?
Oh, sorry, we're back on me. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do with the same paintbrush. I'm just going to bring the size up. And you don't need to do them all, of course. You just need to do half of one petal, and it'll basically fill up your whole flower. There we go. So, oops. And if you do a bit too much, just undo it. There we go. So fill in your flower. Oh, you've done it, Dom. Fine. Right, now, bring that brush size back down to where it was. It was about 150-ish, something like that. If you're not sure, just go to a different brush and come back to it. Yeah, it was a 171. Right. So with that same paintbrush, the wet paintbrush, we just need to change the color of the paint to the orange. Okay. And now we're going to make the cornet that's in the middle of a daffodil. So again, you just kind of want to just start anywhere you want and just make a nice kind of wobbly circle like that.
Wobbly circle. Yeah.
A nice wobbly circle. Okay, go on and on.
Right then, let's have a go at a wobbly circle. There we go. That'll do.
That's brilliant. Right, and now we're going to switch. Okay, we're nearly there. I mean, that's a lovely looking daffodil. So I want to embellish the leaves a bit, but I don't want every leaf to look the same. So let's change from 6 lines of reflective symmetry. Let's change that to something like 3 lines of rotational symmetry. Okay, so you see I've got... So this time when it copies what I do, instead of it just being like a mirror image, it's actually going to copy it and turn it around the circle. So let's just jump in, grab maybe the watercolor brush with that orange paint. And maybe I'm just going to add a tiny bit to one of my petals like that. Okay.
Lovely.
And then maybe with a bit of white as well. Maybe we could do a little touch like that. Okay. And maybe with the watercolor fill brush, grab the orange and we could do a little bit of kind of blushing around the place.
A little dusting.
Yeah. And there we go. Okay. So
tremendous.
Just play around with a bit of rotational symmetry there, Tom, and then we're done.
Okay.
On.
Right. Let's go to... We're going to go to symmetry, and then we'll go to rotational symmetry, and then we're going to go to a watercolor brush, which is in art supplies.
Yeah. You've gone too far down.
Oh.
You're on the decorate. There we are. Keep going.
Dear. Yeah. Watercolor brush, a little bit of an orange, Bosch, and then a little bit of a white, bish.
Lovely.
And then a watercolor fill. Maybe I'll change it to a little crimson. And then just a blushing bride, just right there, like that. Lovely. Tremendous.
There we are.
Yeah. I'll call it DAF.
Yeah.
There it is. I can download it there. Yeah. Download. It'll do its thing, and you can print that out and do all the rest of it.
Yeah, and you can... and you can easily bring those things into other projects as well. So you could even have your daffodils and leeks growing out of the hill that St. David is standing on in your animation, if you wanted to. Right. Tremendous. 2 minutes over, but I think it was worth it. You know.
Right. What are we doing next week, Mr. Jones?
Well, this week we've got
World Book Day, Wednesday and Thursday. And where can you sign up for that?
Yeah, go along to Adobe Leaders, bit.ly/Adobe Leaders. You can sign up for that. The next one after this week then is on the 12th, I think, which is Science Week, British Science Week.
Very good.
Yeah, St. Patrick's Day. You schools in Wales, if you'd like to learn about St. Patrick, because after all, he was a Welshman, then come along to the St. Patrick's Day live lesson as well. We own them all.
Good stuff. Well done, everyone. I look forward to seeing your images as you finish them. Do enter them for the Express Award as well. And we'll see you on Wednesday and Thursday for World Book Day.